Some stories never really end. They just wait, quietly, for someone to remember them. Welcome to Letters from Yesterday, a place for unspoken words, forgotten memories, and the kind of love that lingers even when it's gone.
My name is Park Jun, 28 years old, and I'm currently living in Sinshan, Seoul, South Korea. I'm sending this letter because there are things I never got the chance to say. Maybe it's too late now, but I just need to let it out, even if no one listens. There's someone I've liked for a very long time. I still remember the day I first saw her. She walked in, shining so brightly that for a moment, it felt like the whole world paused just to see her. She was beautiful, not just in the way she looked, but in the way she carried herself. Smart, graceful, confident. The kind of person who didn't even have to stand out. And there I was, quietly watching from the sidelines, pretending not to care, when deep down, she had already taken a place in my heart. I adored her. No, that's not even the right word. I think I fell for her in silence. No grand confession, no dramatic moments, just quiet, constant love. I was content just seeing her smile, being near enough to feel her presence, even if she never really saw me the same way. Late August of 2012. It was 12 noon, the time I always sneak up to the rooftop. Not because I'm supposed to, but because it's the only place where the world feels quiet. The wind, the faint hum of traffic far below, the clatter of lunch trays echoing from the cafeteria, all of it fades when I'm up there. That day, I had my earphones on, half asleep, sitting against the railing with my jacket folded under my head. The sun was too bright, but I didn't mind. It was my usual spot, my usual escape. Then, the door slammed open. At first, I thought it was just someone skipping class like me, until I heard her voice.
So it's true, isn't it? Don't you dare lie to me, Noah!
Lynn, please listen to me. Whatever you saw, it's not what you think.
Don't fucking lie to me! I saw the video, Noah! You and that girl? Shit! Do you even realize what that did to me?
We're both drunk. I didn't mean for it to happen.
Stop it! Stop lying!
I saw tears stream down her face now, her hands trembling as she tried to wipe them away.
You said you loved me. You said no matter what happened, you'd never turn into the person I'd hate. But look at you now. Every word was a lie.
I love you. Please, Lynn, forgive me. Please, give me one more chance.
One more chance? Huh, really? Tell me, what for? Too late for that, Noah. You already did. You broke it. You had me. All of me, for 3 years. I gave you everything, every bit of love I had left, and you still chose to throw it away like it meant nothing.
Noah's mouth opened, but no words came, and for a second, the wind was the only thing between them.
Let's break up, Noah.
Lynn cried really hard, then pushed past him. He tried to grab her wrist, but she pulled away like his touch burned her.
Don't touch me. That night wasn't just a mistake, Noah. It was the night you destroyed everything we had.
Then she turned and walked toward the door, crying, shaking, her footsteps heavy. That's when she saw me. For a moment, our eyes met. Her face was red, eyes swollen, her lips trembling like she wanted to say something, but didn't. She just looked away and kept walking, slamming the rooftop door behind her. I stayed still, pretending like I hadn't heard a single thing, but I had. every word, every silence between them. When the wind picked up again, I put my earphones back on. But even with the music playing, I could still hear her voice, asking why.
The next afternoon, I remember it clearly. It was breezy, the kind of spring wind that made the classroom smell faintly of chalk and sunlight. That day, I was assigned to clean the classroom along with 5 other classmates, including Lynn. I acted naturally, as always. I had learned to stay out of other people's lives, to move quietly, unnoticed. That day, she was assigned to clean the teacher's desk area, and I was left with a whiteboard. She looked at me shyly when our eyes met, but I didn't react, just kept going with my task, pretending nothing had happened. After everyone else finished and left, we were left with the trash. Naturally, we went together to the recycling area.
Did you hear everything yesterday?
What do you mean?
Can you just forget what happened yesterday?
I stopped walking and looked at her, meeting her gaze directly. Yeah, I'll forget. But hey, just smile a little. The world's not that bad when you do. She froze, her shoulders trembling slightly. Her lips twitched like she was trying not to break into a smile, or maybe she was trying not to let the tears fall again. Then, almost without warning, a soft laugh escaped her, small, incredulous, like she couldn't believe anyone would say that to her.
You're smooth, June. Guess I'll smile then. Wouldn't want to make the world grumpy.
I shrugged lightly, letting her laughter fill the space between us. She looked at me again, more steady this time, and said softly,
You know what, June? Thanks. I feel a bit better now.
For the first time, I felt her pain ease a little. Not gone, not forgotten, but lighter. As we walked back to class, the hallway was quiet, except for the soft rustle of the spring breeze around us. I kept a small distance at first, letting her lead the way. But something in the way she walked, her head slightly bowed, lips pressed together as if holding back a thought, made me want to stay closer. So I did. Not too close, not enough to make her uncomfortable. Just there, walking beside her. We didn't speak for a while, but in that silence, I noticed the little things. The way her hair caught the sunlight, how her hands fidgeted with the cleaning cloth she still held, the soft sound of her shoes against the floor. Every small detail felt magnified. My chest thumped a little faster, though I didn't dare to admit it. Then she glanced at me, just briefly. Our eyes met, and for a heartbeat, everything else, the classroom, the hallway, even the weight of yesterday, faded.
August 29th, Wednesday. It was a gray Wednesday, the kind that makes the whole city look like it's holding its breath. The rain had stopped just before the bell rang, but the smell of it still lingered through the open windows. You could hear water dripping from the roof, one slow rhythm at a time. The teacher came in after lunch and announced,
All right, students, we'll be opening club applications this week. Those who want to join, stay after class.
When she mentioned the literature club, I almost ignored it, until she said,
The president will be Lin Kim.
I don't know why, but it felt wrong to leave, like I was meant to be there.
After class, everyone started leaving, the sound of chairs scraping against the floor. A few students stayed behind to write their names on the sign-up sheet. Lynn was by the window, looking out like she wasn't really there. And for a moment, it took me back to yesterday. Her on the rooftop crying. She told me to forget it. Yeah, I remember. But honestly, how do you forget something like that? It hurt me too, you know? I just didn't want to see her cry. She's my sunshine. When it was my turn, I walked up and said, Hey, I'll join the literature club. She looked up, surprised.
You? Didn't expect that.
Well, I can write sometimes. She smiled, faintly,
Like the memory of yesterday was still sitting in her chest, but she didn't want it to show. After signing, I hesitated for a second before saying, Lynn, can I get your number? Her brows lifted.
My number? Why?
Yeah, for club stuff, in case I need to ask something. Nothing weird. It was a terrible excuse, but I hoped she wouldn't see through it. She stared at me for a moment, then said quietly,
Well, sure. You're joining the club anyway, so I don't mind it.
She looked at me for a second, not annoyed, just quiet. Then she sighed a little, reached into her notebook, tore out a small piece of paper, and started writing. When she handed it to me, she said softly,
Here, just in case you really need help with the club stuff.
I smiled without even meaning to. It's strange. It felt like winning something I never even joined for. I just hope she didn't catch how wide I was smiling. Later that night, I texted her, Hey, just making sure you didn't give me a fake number. She didn't reply, but a few minutes before midnight, I saw a message blink on my screen.
You think I'd waste paper just to prank you? Please. I only give my number to people worth the paper.
Guess you'll have to find out if I'm worth the paper, huh? So you do care if I texted?
Don't push your luck, Mr. Literature. You ask too many questions for someone who should be sleeping.
Can't sleep. Someone's voice won't leave my head.
Then good night, before you dream of me.
I couldn't stop smiling that night. I don't know why, but happiness kept me awake more than caffeine ever could. It's been a few weeks since that rainy Wednesday. I got accepted into the literature club. No surprise there, since Lynn was the one who approved the list. Funny thing though, she didn't text me again after that night. Not even a single message. Still, I'd see her almost every day, and somehow that was enough. I started bringing choco pie and banana milk to club meetings. I told her, I just like seeing you smile, that's all. And she said, then stop liking me so much. I'll start expecting snacks every day. She'd roll her eyes, but I always caught that tiny grin afterward, the one she tried to hide. Before I knew it, we were having lunch together, sometimes with her friends, sometimes just the two of us when they were busy. It felt simple, easy, like the kind of quiet happiness that sneaks up on you before you realize it's there. In the club room, it was different. The air always smelled like paper and dust, and sunlight would fall across the floor, cutting through the quiet. She'd sit by the window, reading or writing something, and I'd pretend to work, but most of the time, I'd just end up watching her. How she'd tilt her head when she's thinking, how her hair would fall slightly when she leaned over her notebook. Sometimes she'd catch me glancing. I'd quickly look away and mumble something like, I was just, checking if you're still human. You've been writing for an hour. And she'd laugh, that soft laugh that made the world feel a little lighter. The truth is, the more I made her laugh, the deeper I felt. It wasn't sudden. It was quiet, like ink slowly spreading through paper. Every small thing she did left a mark, and before I knew it, she was already everywhere. And Noah? He still passed by sometimes. I'd see him near the gates or in the hallway, like he wanted to talk to her but couldn't find the words. But for 2 months, he never did. Not once. Lynn never mentioned him, and I never asked. Maybe that's why the silence between us felt heavier some days, like there was something neither of us wanted to reopen. But even then, even if she never texted me again after that first night, I didn't mind. Because now I got to see her smile in person, and that was more than enough. October 19, Friday. The sky was quiet that afternoon. Gray, just like the day I first joined the club. Leaves were starting to fall, dancing in the wind before touching the ground. It was one of those days where everything looked calm, but my heart wouldn't stop beating. I had been practicing what to say all morning. Every word, every pause. I even looked in the mirror, trying not to sound stupid. I thought, maybe today's the day. Maybe today I'd finally tell her how I feel. I was holding this small box, a bracelet I bought last week. Nothing fancy, just something simple, with a charm shaped like a small paper crane. I thought it fit her. As I walked toward the literature club room, I could already hear her voice. And then I froze, because I knew that voice too. Noah. Her voice was trembling, the same voice I've always wanted to protect. So I stayed, hidden in the hallway, listening.
Lynn, please, just listen to me. Nothing happened that night, I swear, on everything that still means anything to me. We were drunk, stupid, but I swear I didn't touch her. I regret ever walking into that place, ever saying yes to my friends. I regret everything. You have no idea how many nights I've replayed that moment, wishing I could go back, wishing I could protect you from the pain I caused. I hate myself for breaking the one person I swore I'd never hurt. Please, Lynn, forgive me. I still love you. Every day, every night, I carry this weight, and I can't forgive myself until you do.
I'm scared, Noah. Scared to believe in you again. If you really want me back, then prove that this time it's real. And please don't promise again. Just do better and just show me you're not the same man who let me go, because I don't think I can handle another promise that breaks.
Lynn, I know sorry will never be enough. I broke something in you that I can never fully fix. Your trust. And every day since that night, I've hated myself for it. I don't expect you to forgive me now. I don't even expect you to believe me. But if somehow, someday you do, I swear you'll never have to question me again. I'll earn your trust back no matter how long it takes, even if it's the rest of my life.
The words hit me like a quiet punch, slow and deep. The box in my hand slipped and fell to the floor, landing softly beside my shoes. I just stood there. I was too late. Even after he broke you, it's still him. It's always been him. I lean against the wall, eyes closed, trying to breathe through the ache. But the air feels heavy, like even breathing hurts. Every inhale pulls in more than air. It pulls in everything I'm trying so hard to forget. Lynn, I should be happy for you, right? But why does it feel like I just lost something I never even had? I glanced toward the door one last time, even though she never knew I was there. And just like that, I picked up my bag, leaving the small box behind on that cold floor. The only proof that my love ever existed. Each step felt heavier than the last, like the ground itself wanted me to stay. But I couldn't. I walked away because staying would only hurt more. And as the ache settled in my chest, I thought to myself, I hope he holds you the way I always wanted to. I hope he never lets you go again. Because if he does, I don't think I'd have the heart to watch you break one more time. Lynn, if somehow you're hearing this, I just want you to know, I wish I told you sooner. I wish I had the courage to say what I really felt before it was too late. Maybe you still would have chosen him, but at least you would have known how much you meant to me. Even if I'll never have you, I hope one day I'll find the strength I didn't have back then. To fight for what I feel. To stay even when it hurts. To speak before silence becomes regret.
You know, stories like that remind me how fragile timing can be. Sometimes we meet the right person, just not at the right moment. We smile, we talk, we care. But somehow, life pulls us in different directions before we even realize what we had. And when it's all over, we start replaying everything. The smiles, the laughter, the what ifs, wishing we'd said what we never did. But that's the thing about life. It doesn't always give us second chances. It just gives us memories and the lesson to never hold back next time. So if you're listening right now and there's someone you've been meaning to reach out to, don't wait. Send that message. Say what's real. Because sometimes love doesn't need to last forever to mean something. Even if it ends, if it made you feel alive, even just once, then it was real. And maybe that's enough. If this story spoke to you, and you have one of your own, you can share it with us. Send your letters, confessions, or moments you wish the world could hear. Our email is in the description below. Maybe next time your story will be the one someone else needed to hear.